You ever walk into a room and feel everything shift before a single word is spoken? That silence that wraps around your presence like plastic over fire, the fake smiles, the sudden exits. Yeah, that wasn't your imagination. That wasn't anxiety. And that damn sure wasn't paranoia. That was your aura entering places. It was never meant to blend in. That was your energy being clocked before your mouth ever moved. That was your presence pressing on the unspoken guilt of everyone still hiding from themselves. And that right there, that's why they watched you, whispered about you, ran from you, copied you. You weren't paranoid. You were the threat they couldn't contain. They'll call you crazy, unstable, too deep. They'll gaslight your gifts like it's a public service. Why? Because when you can see through masks, it threatens those who only know how to survive by wearing them. You knew what they were thinking before they said it. You watched the corners of their mouth twitch when they lied. You heard the inflection shift when their words didn't match their spirit. You noticed the text change tone. Mid-convo, like someone else grabbed the phone. You could feel when someone was projecting their guilt, their shame, their fear. They thought they were subtle. You knew the storm before it rained. You weren't overthinking. You were overfeeling. And while they were busy playing checkers with manipulation, you were already reading the chessboard 5 moves deep. Being able to feel what others try to hide is not a weakness. It's a code, a blueprint. You didn't read books to gain this. You lived it, bled for it. You were the one in the room who could tell when someone was talking with you, but not to you. You saw the way eyes darted. Micro expressions exposed the story behind the script, the shift in breath, the fake laugh, the flash of envy behind the compliment. Your nervous system is a truth detector. Your gut is a living archive of energetic data. And when you called it out, suddenly you were the problem. Not the lie, not the mask, not the manipulation. You. Because you saw it, because you said it, because you wouldn't call a house fire a cozy glow. You didn't shatter the illusion. The illusion shattered when it hit you. Let's be clear. They followed your moves, copied your style, watched your words. They needed your blueprint to build their fake version of truth. They played nice while secretly comparing, laughed with you while secretly keeping score. You were their mirror, and their mirror was too damn clear. They couldn't dilute you. They couldn't rewrite you. So they tried to discredit you. They labeled your knowing as paranoia, your clarity as delusional, your intuition as suspicion. Why? Because if your perception was real, then their whole performance was a lie. They tried to make you question your own eyes, doubt your own downloads. But deep down, they always knew you were right. That's why they panicked when you got quiet. That's why they reacted when you walked away. That's why they still stalk you like your silence holds the answer they couldn't access. It does. You weren't surveilled because you're dangerous. You were surveilled because your awakening is contagious. You make others remember what they buried. You activate what they were told to suppress. You walk in rooms and shift the timeline. You break unspoken rules just by breathing. You're what happens when divine memory collides with human forgetfulness. And they can't track that. They can't bind that. So they try to label it, marginalize it, neutralize it. But the truth? You were never meant to be understood by systems that profit off forgetting. You are a glitch in their lie. A living, breathing, fully aware glitch. The moment you stopped doubting yourself, they lost control. You stopped explaining, stopped defending, stopped oversharing to be validated. You started moving in alignment. And that movement, it dismantles their entire illusion. You became unfakeable, unmistakable, unmistakably you. And now they don't know how to approach you because you don't even flinch anymore. You don't people please. You don't water down. You don't shrink to keep the peace. Because you are the stillness and the storm. You are the lesson and the liberation. So no, you weren't paranoid. You were alert, awake, aligned. And now you are remembered by your ancestors, by the earth, by your highest self. So let them talk, let them mimic, let them doubt. You've already won because they can't control what they can't comprehend. And your frequency is uncontainable. Welcome back to the front line. Your knowing was never broken. It was just ahead of schedule.